Hello, YouTube. Surprise, I'm teaching at noon on Monday. Haha. Hello. Okay. YouTube, we are live. And now we're going live on Instagram, and we'll give everyone a moment here to hop on. If you saw my note before, if you have a strap or a belt handy with you, go ahead and grab that. Hello, hi Bianca. Instagram, welcome. My name is Nick. YouTube, welcome. Today we are working on strength and mobility, especially in the shoulders. Hi, Catherine. I'm subbing for Kushlani today. This is my home studio, so you get a peek into the home studio. And yeah, if you, I said this before on YouTube, but or to my YouTube friends, but if you have a belt, a strap, a long scarf, a rope, I don't know, whatever you can use for a strap that can go as wide as your arms here, we'll use that for a little thing that I like to call shoulder flossing, which is magical. Yes. Okay. Let's get started, everybody. Come to your mat and let's find a comfortable seat. If you're just joining us, welcome. We are getting started with this 1 hour flow, all about mobility and strength, especially in our shoulders. So, the acoustics are so different at home than they are in the studio. Nice little observation here. So go ahead and find a comfortable seat. Cross at your shins. Sit tall. Place props, a block or a blanket underneath your seat. If the hips are feeling tight, that'll add a little bit more space so you can sit comfortably. Hands resting down on your thighs, palms facing down or up, whatever is most comfortable for you. Now we'll start at the root, the base of the pelvis. There are two pointy bones there. We're pressing them down into the mat. And there's this idea of root and rebound. So as you root down through whatever's touching the mat, we're rebounding. We're lifting up through everything else. So we're staying grounded and using that stable, strong base, kind of like the tree roots, from which we can grow long, we can grow steady, we can grow soft. However we want to grow out of that base, we can do. Bring your attention to your breath and start to smooth and lengthen out your inhales and your exhales. So feel the breath travel into the top of the lungs. Take the breath all the way into the base of the lungs. You'll feel the belly expand. And when you let go of that breath, when you exhale, you'll find a slight contraction here in the belly, and you'll empty out all of the air in the lungs. So take your time exploring the breath. You might notice the quality of the breath as we begin. It's pretty different from where we'll end up. Just take a moment to try to regulate that breath. Slow it down so that in turn the mind and the body can slow and we can arrive here fully on this mat. This is your time to reset, to recalibrate, to find what you need. So decide to be here for this next hour of breath, of movement, of stillness, which we will cultivate. And we'll take one more deep breath in and breath out. Blink open the eyes. On your inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. And on your exhale, plant the left hand down onto the mat. Reach your right arm up and overhead. Keep both sitting bones, those pointy bones at the base of the pelvis, rooting down into the mat. On your inhale, start to turn the heart up towards the ceiling. The gaze can lift. And on your exhale, round the heart, folding over your left leg. You can even bring your right hand down. Rolling back up, opening to the chest. Find that side body stretch, breath in. Exhale, close it down. Hug the navel in towards your spine. Inhale, rolling back up here. Reach to the right fingertips. Exhale, take it back down. We'll walk it through center and find a forward fold here. So hinging at your hips, walking the fingertips forward. Find a slight tuck in your chin to lengthen through the back of the neck. And then maybe you fold deeper. Okay, we're not folding to the middle of the back. Keep the spine long as much as you can. Take one more deep breath in. Breath out. Walk the hands back in. Let's switch the cross of the shins, opposite shin in front. And then inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, right hand down, left arm reaches up and over. Draw your left hip down towards the mat here. Take a deep breath in. Open the chest up towards the ceiling. Exhale, round here, folding over that right leg. You can even place the left hand down. Take it back up. Roll open through your chest. Breath in. Exhale, round it down. One more like that. Inhale, open. Exhale, close it down. Walk it through center. Find your forward fold. This is a forward fold, but also a nice hip stretch here. Slight tuck in your chin, like you're holding a grapefruit. Navel to spine, breath in. Breath out. Walk it back through center, and let's meet in all fours, tabletop. So uncross the legs, shift to one side, and we'll meet all fours. All right, if you're just joining us, find your space, find your tabletop pose. We're using the breath to lead the movements here. Keep the navel drawing in. On your inhale, lift through the heart, lift the sitting bones cow. Exhale, round cat. Press the floor away and tuck your chin. Inhale, pull the heart forward and up. Try and drag or imaginarily, imagine you can drag your hands back as you lift the heart. Sometimes I like to make up words in this class. Drag your heart up towards the ceiling. Round through your upper back. Inhale, pull the heart forward and up. Exhale, round. Feel the shoulder blades move apart. Feel that stretch in your upper back. One more round like that. Inhale, lift through the heart. Slight lift through your gaze. And exhale, round. Press it all away. Find a neutral tabletop here. Root down through your left hand. Inhale, right arm reaches high. Hold here. Opening through your chest. Again, navel in towards your spine. Breath in. Thread the needle. Breath out. Take your right shoulder down. Come onto the right cheek. Lift onto your left fingertips. Elbow points up. Draw your tailbone back. More weight on that right shoulder than on the head. Breathe in between the shoulder blades and the spine. Take one more deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Plant your left hand under your shoulder. Right arm reaches high. Breath in. Lower the hand down. Breath out. Plant that right hand down. Inhale, left arm lifts. Breath in. Pause here. Opening through your chest. Keep reaching up with those left fingertips. And on your next exhale, thread the needle. Bring that left arm in between the right arm and leg. Lower down to the shoulder, the side of the head. Up on those right fingertips, elbow points up. Now press more to the fingertips to help you open to the chest. As if we can stack the shoulders here. Scoop the belly in. We're still twisting as we stretch through that upper back. Breathe in between that left shoulder blade and spine. Breath in. Breath out. Plant down to your right hand. Inhale, lift your left arm high. Exhale, lower the hand down. Keep your knees underneath your hips and we'll walk the hands forward to puppy pose. Creep those hands forward until you can lower your forehead or your chin onto the mat. It's kind of early in practice here, so I encourage you to take the forehead first and we'll find a deeper variation later. Hug the lower belly in. Firm your outer arms in. Really root down through the hands here and rest the forehead on the mat. Breathe length into the spine on every inhale. And on every exhale, maybe your heart starts to drop down towards the mat here. Back bending through the upper middle back. Take one more deep breath in. Slow and steady breath out. Walk the hands back in. Tabletop all fours. We're going to start to move dynamically here, shifting from cat-cow into down dog, stretching out the side body and repeating here. So on your inhale, we'll lift to the heart, finding your cow pose. On your exhale, round into your cat, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Let's set up this first down dog before we add on those movements here. Feet hips width distance apart, hands shoulder width distance apart. Outer arms are firming in. Hips are lifting high, navel to spine. Chest and legs are pressing back. On your inhale, lift your heels high. Exhale, take both heels over to the right, so the outer edge of the right foot is down, the inner edge of the left foot is down. The feet are staggered. We're feeling a nice big stretch on the left side body, so press more into your left hand if you can. Inhale, lift the heels through center. Exhale, both heels to the left. Inner edge of the right foot is down, outer edge of the left foot is down. Feet staggered. Press the floor with the hands. Press a little more weight to the right hand. We're stretching through the right side body. Come back through center, down dog. Lower through the knees. All right, one breath per movement here. Inhale, lift the heart, cow. Exhale, round to your cat. End of the exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels high. Exhale, both heels to the right. Inhale, heels lift high. Exhale, both heels to the left. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, lower tabletop all fours. Inhale, lift through the heart, lift through the seat. Exhale, round to your cat. End of the exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, heels lift high. Exhale, heels to the right. Inhale, heels lift high. And exhale, heels to the left. Inhale, heels lift high. Exhale, knees down. One more round here. Inhale, draw the heart forward up, wide across your chest. Exhale, round to your cat. Tuck the toes, down dog at the end of the exhale. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, both heels right. Even weight in both hands. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, both heels left. Inhale, heels left. Hold for the exhale, downward facing dog. Drop the heels down to the mat. Inhale, lift your heels high. Exhale, bend the knees. Gaze forward. Walk step. Maybe hop. Forward fold. Top of your mat. Let the head get heavy here. Make sure those feet are hips width distance apart and you can feel really stable, grounded here through those feet. A little bend in your knees. You might bend the knees so much that the upper body can just rest or drape over the thighs, and then hands can dangle or grab on the opposite elbows. Find a slight tuck in your chin. Smooth out the breath. Breathe into the backs of the legs. One more deep breath in. And breath out. On your inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to shins, block or the mat. Exhale, forward folds. Let's roll up one vertebrae at a time. Head will come up last. Roll the shoulders up and back. Inhale, arms reach up and overhead. Exhale, cactus through the elbows. So bend those elbows 90 degrees, open wide across your chest. Inhale, arms extend overhead. Exhale, hinge and forward fold. Halfway lift, breath and lengthen. Exhale, hands plant, step back, plank pose, one foot at a time. Press down to the hands, puff up to the upper back. Press the heels back. Inhale, rock forward to the toes. On your exhale, slowly lower to the belly. Tops of the feet press. Baby cobra. Peel the chest forward and up. Light on the hands. You can even float them off the mat so that you're using more strength in the back body to help lift the chest and the head. Engage the glutes, engage the legs. Breath in. Lower it down, breath out. Take your hands to your low back, interlace the fingers. Use the thumbs or the outer edges of your hands to really drag the tailbone down towards your heels. Legs are strong, feet press into the mat so much the kneecaps lift. Press the knuckles back, lift the chest, lift the head. Still using the strength of the back body to lift. But now I'm adding on this body so we can stretch even more across the chest and find more leverage to maybe lift a little higher as long as it doesn't crunch into the low back. Breath in. Breath out. Release the bind. Forehead down. Hands plant. Tuck the toes. Walk them in. We'll rise to plank or all fours. And exhale, downward facing dog. So that was a nice modified sun A. You're welcome to take a chaturanga to an upward facing dog or modify, amplify as you need for those vinyasas. On your inhale, let's lift the heels high. Exhale, bend the knees, gaze forward, travel, forward fold. Halfway lift, breath in, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Roll up one vertebra at a time. Head will come up last. Arms overhead, breath in. Exhale, cactus, shoulder blades draw in. Open wide across your chest. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, hinge and fold. Halfway lift, breath in, lengthen. Hands plant, step back, plank. Rock forward to the toes. Breath in. Lower halfway or all the way. Back bend of choice. That cobra that we did before, or upward facing dog. Arms and legs are strong here. Shoulders over wrists. Thighs lifted up the mat. Hips pulling forward. Breath in. Down dog. Breath out. Let's take one more round. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, bend the knees. Gaze forward. Travel. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Deeper. Roll up one vertebra at a time. Head lats. Shoulders roll back. Arms overhead. Breath in. Forward fold. Breath out. Halfway lift. Lengthen. Breath in. Hands plant. Step back. Plank. Vinyasa of choice. Your movements here. Down dog. Smooth out the breath. Slow it down. This pose gives you a perfect chance to really reconnect with the breath, reconnect with the body here, grounding down and lengthening, and to reconnect with this practice. On your next inhale, extend your right leg up and back. Exhale, open the hips, stack and bend that knee. Press the floor with the hands. Inhale, re-extend the leg, level off the hips. And on your exhale, draw your right knee to your left tricep across the body for a twist. Inhale, up and back, three-legged. Exhale, right knee, left tricep. Again, for a twist. One more, up and back, breath in. Draw your right knee to your left tricep. This time we'll kick the leg out wide. Come onto the outer edge of that right foot. Roll to the inner edge of the left foot. Shift weight to your right hand and reach your left arm high. Fall in triangle. Press to the feet. Lift your hips. Open to the chest. Extend your left arm up and overhead for a side body stretch. Breath in. Lower the hand down. Breath out. Draw your right knee into your chest and lightly step it through. Lower the back knee down and curl the toes. Low lunge. Lift the chest. Lift the arms. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, half splits. Shift the hips back, straighten through your front leg, and flex the foot. Spread the toes. Draw them back. Draw your heart forward. Breath in. Breath out. Re-bend into your front knee. Tuck the back toes. Lift the back knee. Simple twist. Left hand down. Right arm reaches high. Breath in. Hold for the breath out. Press into both feet and lift the torso all the way to stand in a twist. Hips are squaring forward. Arms reach out wide like a T. If you're just joining us, welcome. Thanks for popping in. Arms overhead. High crescent lunge. Breath in. Hover the chest. Fly the arms back. Breath out. If you can, use a strap or bind the fingertips, interlacing and pressing the knuckles back. Shoulder blades draw in. Open wide across your chest. Bend into the front knee. Press back for your left heel. Lift the chest back up. Shoulders over hips. Press the knuckles down. You can find a slight lift in the gaze here for this back bend. One more deep breath in. Breath out. Keep the bind. Spin into the ball or the heel of the back foot. Straighten the front leg. It's like we're coming into wide-legged forward fold, but we're not just yet. So toes slightly in, heel slightly out. Knuckles press down. Chest lifts. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Release the bind, breath in. Warrior 2 to the front of your mat, breath out. Inhale, reverse, take it up and back. Exhale, hands down, step back. Vinyasa of choice. Your breath, your flow. Downward facing dog. Reconnect, breath. Body, mind here. On your inhale, extend your left leg up and back. Exhale, roll open to the hips, stack and bend. Inhale, extend, level off the hips. Exhale, draw your left knee to your right tricep, across the body here. Use that belly strength, up and back, three-legged. Exhale, knee to opposite tricep, squeeze. Up and back, one more. Knee to opposite tricep, then fall in triangle, kick the left leg out wide, spin to the outer edge or the inner edge of the back foot, and lift the right arm high. Press into that bottom hand and foot. Roll through both feet. And the top arm extends overhead. Breath in. Breath out. Plant your right hand down. Squeeze your left knee into your chest. Use the belly strength. Step it through. Back knee down. Do what you need to get this front foot forward. Yeah. Scissor the inner thighs. Draw the lower belly in. You'll actually shift your weight slightly back here. Shoulders over hips, low lunge. Once you've got that core engagement, you can then start to bend deeper into the front knee. Take a deep breath in. Half splits. Fingertips lower underneath your shoulders on the mat or blocks. Shift your hips back, straighten through your front leg, and flex your foot. Crown of the head reaching forward. Keep lengthening through your spine. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Rebend into your front knee, tuck the back toes, and lift your back knee. Strong right leg. Right hand under your shoulder, left arm reaches high. Notice right away if the feet are more on a tightrope than on train tracks, and you want to shift them onto those train tracks, so widening your stance. Widening, not lengthening, okay? That'll create more of a stable base. Press into the feet, lift the torso. Coming into that revolved lunge. Hips are squaring forward. We're twisting the upper body to the left. Unwind from your twist. Arms overhead, high crescent lunge. Press into the back heel, deep bend in your front knee. Hug the lower belly in. Take another deep breath in. Hover the chest, fly the arms back. Interlace the fingers or grab your strap. Find the goofy interlace if you are interlacing, so opposite pointer finger on top, knuckles back, crown of head forward. Hug the belly in. Start to lift the chest. Press your knuckles down. Opening wide across the chest. Still grounding down through your base, your feet. Take another deep breath in. Breath out. Keep that bind. We'll turn to our right, a quarter turn. Toes in, heels slightly out. Press the knuckles down. Lift the heart. Open through your chest here. We're just standing tall. Gaze is lifting. Breath in. Breath out. Warrior 2 to the front of the mat. Arms reach out wide. Flip the front palm. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, hands down. Step it back. Vinyasa of choice. Your breath, your flow. Filling up. Emptying out. Coming back, downward facing dog. Let's take 3 breaths in our downward facing dog. Slow them down, smooth them out. Listen to the breath, moving in and out of the body. On your next inhale, take your right leg up and back. Exhale, open the hips, stack in bed. We're adding on this time. Inhale, extend the leg, level off the hips. Draw your right knee to your left tricep, pause, and then kick that leg out wide for fallen triangle again. Reach that left arm high and overhead, side body stretch. Breath in, left hand down, right knee in the chest, step that right foot through. Back knee lowers down, keep the toes tucked this time. Inhale, low lunge, arms deep up and overhead. Exhale, half splits, shift back, straighten the front leg and flex the foot. As you bend into your front knee, back toes are tucked, lift the knee, reach the chest forward, reach your arms forward, breath in. Fly the arms back by your hips, breath out. Interlace the fingers, knuckles press back. Inhale, lift the torso, everything else stays the same. Exhale, come back to that hover. Inhale, lift up, crescent lunge with the bind. Exhale, hover, scoop the belly. One more, inhale, lift up. Exhale to hover. Inhale, lift up, quarter turn to your left. I'm gonna spin around. Quarter turn to your left. We're in that wide legged stance here, toes in, heels slightly up. Inhale, lift the chest, knuckles press down. This time, find a halfway fold here. So we've got a spine that's somewhat parallel to the mat here. Squeeze the legs together. Knuckles press back, crown of the head reaches forward. Stay where you are with the body, but release the bind of the hands and slowly take hands down under your shoulders on the blocks or the mat. Little bend in the knees if you need. Begin to fold forward here, walking the hands back towards your feet so that the heels of the feet are in line with the heels of your hands. On your inhale, hands under your shoulders, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hold, squeeze the legs together, hands to your hips, rise to stand. Warrior 2 to the front of the mat. So right knee bends, toes and knee pointing forward, open the hips and the chest. Inhale, reverse, take it up and back. Exhale, extended side angle. Right elbow to the inner thigh, left arm up and overhead. Sink into the legs and squeeze the inner thighs together. One more deep breath in. And deep breath out. Plant the hands down to your mat. Draw your right knee into your chest. Squeeze that right knee in and extend the right leg back behind you. We'll shift weight to your left hand and the outer edge of the left foot. Step the right foot back behind you for a wild thing. Opening through your chest. Opening through the entire front body here. Take another deep breath in. Hands down. Vinyasa of choice. Move through your flow. Down dog. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth. Let it go. One more like that. Deep breath in. Open mouth. Release. Feel the shoulders soften here. All right. Inhale. Extend your left leg up and back. Exhale. Open the hips. Stack and bend. Inhale. Extend the leg level off the hips. Exhale. Knee to your right tricep. Kick that leg out wide. Spin onto the outer edge of that left foot. Right arm reaches high and overhead. Side body stretch. Breath in. Hand down. Breath out. Knee to chest. Step it through. Back knee lowers down, but keep the toes tucked. Low lunge. Breath in. Half splits. Breath out. Rebend into your front knee. Lift the back knee. Arms and chest reaching forward. Hover. Scissor those inner thighs. Hips squaring forward, breath in. Fly the arms back, breath out. Interlace the fingers, find the goofy grip. Lift the chest, press the knuckles down, breath in. Hover, breath out. Inhale, lift up, breath in. Exhale, hover, breath out. One more, inhale, lift the chest, press the knuckles down. Exhale to hover. Lift the chest, straighten the front leg. Quarter turn to the right, toes slightly in, heel slightly out. Knuckles press down. Chest lifts. Breath in. Halfway down, breath out. So it's a half lift or half fold, whatever you want to call it. Squeeze the outer hips together. Lower belly drawing in. Knuckles back. Crown of head forward. Keep everything the same, but release the bind. You can shake out the wrists if you need. And then lower the hands down. And then fold forward. Walk the hands back. Let the head be heavy. Breath in. And breath out. Release. One more time. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale halfway, like lengthen. Just one round this time. Hold for the exhale. Squeeze the legs together. Hands to your hips. Elbows draw in. Rise to stand. Warrior two. Left knee bends. Toes and knee pointing forward. Outer edge of the back foot grounds down. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach forward with the side body. Legs stay the same. Right arm reaching up and overhead. Or your variation of side angle that you like. Draw your tailbone towards your right heel. Crown of the head reaches in the opposite direction. Breath in. Breath out. Hands down. Frame your front foot. Back heel spins up. We're in a low lunge. Squeeze your left knee to your chest. Heel to seat. Extend the leg back behind you. Step it behind you. Roll into the outer edge of your right foot. Right hand is your base. Wild thing. Lift the hips. Open the chest. Breath in. Breath out. Vinyasa of choice. Close it down. Move through your flow. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Once you're in your down dog, everyone, smooth out the breath. Slow it down. Lower the knees down to the mat. Let's take a child's pose for a moment. Either knees together to support the low back or knees out wide to get a little more into the hips here. Sink the hips to your heels or sink your pelvis to your heels and lower the forehead down. If you're needing a break for the shoulders, arms fly back, palms face up. If you're needing a tricep stretch, you'll bring the hands together to touch in front of you. Arms are still extended. You'll press the elbows down, bend at the elbows, and bring the thumbs to the back of your neck. You can walk one elbow forward at a time, finding more of a stretch on the triceps. Take another deep breath in. Deep breath out. All right, before we get back into a flow, let's do two things. First thing is we're gonna be on our forearms in dolphin pose, burning and working the shoulder muscles. Then we will take our strap, and I'll give you options if you don't have a strap, and we will floss the shoulders and make some space in the shoulders, and then we'll get back into our flow before we cool things down. So, hope everyone is doing well, breathing and moving, and doing what they need to do, because that is what yoga is, all right? Listening to the body first and foremost, and nobody knows your body better than you, right? So continue to do that. Let's bring the knees together or closer together so that they stack underneath the hips. Plant the forearms down into the mat. Now, if you know your shoulders are tight, mine are very tight, I like to bring my hands together to touch, and I bring the pinky side edges of my hands down to the mat. Bringing this sort of, a couple of things. Bringing these arms at an angle like this really makes a lot of space to the shoulders, okay? And then bringing this extra point of contact really activates more muscles for me. So having that extra point of contact, squeezing everything in, allows me to have a really strong base where I can lift up and away from, okay? That root and rebound theme that we talked about at the beginning. So either forearms parallel, elbows directly underneath our shoulders, or hands together, pinky side edges of the hands down on the mat, forearms out on the mat, and again, elbows underneath our shoulders. Same situation for the elbows on either, whichever variation you're taking. So press down into what's touching the mat. You'll feel the forearms root, and then start to lift up to the biceps, lift up to the upper back, tuck the toes, squeeze them with the lower belly, and lift the hips high for dolphin. Walk the toes in as much as you can, and now get settled here. Constantly breathe, of course, and as you breathe, think about creating length on your inhales, keeping that length and grounding down on your exhales to whatever's touching the mat. Let the head get heavy here. The neck does not need to work here. It's the shoulders, the arms, the core, and even the legs that are working here. If you can walk the toes and even more. Press the floor away with the forearms. Breathe. We've got 5 more breaths here. Smooth it out. Where's your mind going? Bring it back to the breath. Bring it back to the body. Lengthening and rooting down. Last 2 breaths. 1 more deep breath in. Breath out. Lower the knees down. Let's bring the knees together. Bring the arms back. Ooh, shoulders are feeling it. All right. Let's take a seat. Find the strap. So then we're actually going to stand. Stand up. Stand on up. Take it slow. Don't go too fast. We've been very close to the ground for a while. So coming up fast might give you a little bit of a head rush, yeah? All right. Feet hips width distance apart. If you're just joining us, you're in time for some shoulder flossing. I see some people popping in. So even if you're not doing yoga, maybe you floss the shoulders out. I've got a strap. You can use a belt or a long scarf. First, what I'll do is I'll look at my legs, my base. My feet are about hips width distance apart. I've got a little bend in my knees here. My legs are strong though. I'm hugging everything in. Navel to spine. Extend the arms in front of you, shoulder width distance apart. Strap comes in between the thumb and your index finger. Rest of the fingers spread wide. Okay, right away I know my shoulders are tight, so I'm going to widen out my stance a little bit with the strap. Pull it tight, straighten the arms, keep them straight, and then take the arms up overhead. So extending the arms, biceps by the ears, whether the arms are out wider or close together, and then I'll take them back down in front of me, shoulder height. Okay, my shoulders are maybe a little bit open, more open than I thought, so I'm going to shorten that stance in the strap, pull the strap tight, elbows straight, reach the arms overhead. Shoulders drop away from the ears, low ribs are not popping out or puffing out, so I'm not just opening through my chest and letting my booty splay. I'm hugging everything in, okay? So I can really focus on the shoulder mobility here, rather than using the flexibility in my spine to help me arch back, okay? Bring the hands back down. And the next couple of rounds, if you would like the full variation, you might start with hands a little wider. You can always shorten that. Arms stay straight. Pull the strap wide. We take the arms up and overhead and then back behind to the low back. Okay, arms are still straight. And then come out the way you came in. Woo, so up and overhead. Come back. And keep moving like this. Take about 3 to 5 more. Maybe you're not going back as far. Maybe you hold in this place right back behind the head. This place feels really sticky and tight for me. Breathe into those places that are giving you the most resistance. Relax the jaw and the face. If you don't have a strap, I forgot to tell you, just take the arms overhead. You can even interlace the fingers. Of course, you can't take them all the way back, but you can work on that mobility. You can even sweep them overhead and circle them back behind you. All right, give it another go. When you're done, shake out the wrists, roll the shoulders up and back. Whew, that one makes me sweat more than any other seemingly static pose, yeah? All right, relax with the jaw, relax with the face, come to stay at the top of the mat. Arms reach up and overhead, breath in. Forward fold, breath out. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Hands plant, step back, plank. Rock forward on the toes, breath in. Vinyasa of choice, breath out. We'll be in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, right knee to left, tricep. Kick it through. Fallen triangle. If you'd like more, float that right foot as you kick it through. Plant your left hand down. Squeeze your right into your chest. Step it through. High crescent lunge. Breath in. Open arm twist. Breath out. Right arm sweeps back. Left arm reaches forward. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, hover the chest. Fly the arms back. Interlace. Knuckles press back. Lift the chest. Breath in. Reach forward with your chest. Shift forward. Get light off your back toes for warrior 3. Press through both feet. Reach the crown of the head forward. Try to notice where your left leg is. It might be dipping down, might be lifting too high. We want that ankle in line with the hip. Find a little baby cobra through the upper back. Breath in. Breath out. Step back. Keep the bind. Warrior 2. Knuckles are pressing down. Opening through the hips and the chest. Now reach the chest forward and press your knuckles back for extended side angle with this bind. You're welcome to keep the bind. You're welcome to release it and take the arms forward, biceps next to the ears for more shoulder work and side body engagement here. One more deep breath in. Breath out. Fly the arms back if you don't have the bind, and then take the bind again, whether it's with the hands or the strap. Gaze is forward, walk the back foot forward, and we'll lift up into half moon with the bind. If that's where you let it go. I do like to play around with the bind and half moon because, again, it gives me this extra point of contact to engage, and it acts as a bit of a counterbalance. So as I press my knuckles back, I reach the crown of my head forward. Press through both feet, legs are engaged. You might fall out, just come back in, and work to stack the hips and the shoulders. Gaze can be at the mat, can be in front of you or up to the ceiling. Breath in, step back, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse, release that bind, up and back. Exhale, hands down, frame the front foot, back heel spins up, and then heel toe your right foot out wide for lizard lunge. Back knee lowers down and curl the toes. You're welcome to stay here. You're welcome to drop down onto your forearms if you have that space. Or if you'd like a twist, turn the right toes out. Bring your right hand to the inner thigh. Squeeze your back heel in and reach back and around to catch the top of the foot. Press the foot to the hand to the foot. Lean the chest